In this video we're going to have a look at what we should do in the set position and also for the first 2 steps out of the blocks. In the set position we are looking for a number of key angles and positions to ensure that we're in the most powerful position to start. If the blocks are set up correctly, which we covered in a previous video, then going into the set position we are looking to get 90 degrees in the front leg at the knee. If this works correctly, then the back leg will be approximately 120 degrees. Our arms should be vertical and just over shoulder width apart. We should be on our fingers, so our shoulders are a touch higher than they would otherwise be, rather than the palms of our hands. With the vertical arms, this is so that we can create a good pressure into the blocks. We are not leaning forwards or backwards. As a general rule, we should aim to have our feet pressed flat against the blocks, so that when the gun goes there will be no backwards movement. If an athlete is particularly strong, then occasionally it's desirable to have a very small gap to allow for a bit of extra stretch shortening in the Achilles between the heel and the block. The stretch shortening cycle is the process whereby energy is created and stored in our muscles and tendons when they're stretched. If this is used quickly and released, it then springs back and provides forward momentum to what we are doing. However, this is only advisable for the very strong and elite athlete. Also, we should be looking for our back to be straight in the set position so that we have no arch, as this allows for a more powerful push-off. This position is very similar to that of a squat. Our back needs to remain straight in a squat to keep our core and torso strong and stable. This same principle applies in the start. The last thing to look for is to keep our heads neutral on our shoulders, i.e. we don't bend them down or up. We're not looking at where we're going or looking at our feet, but trying to maintain a nice relaxed position. The aim of the start is to get max speed as fast as possible. In the first couple of steps there are a few key factors which apply to both of them. However, obviously the first step is about using the blocks to get the maximum push forwards that we can. To do this we need to get our hips and therefore our centre of mass as far forward as possible in the first few steps. This allows us to get our feet underneath us and apply force behind us, propelling our bodies forwards. If our feet land in front of our hips, this applies a slight braking force, slowing us down. Fully extend at the front leg, achieving triple point extension through the hip, knee and ankle. Simultaneously, the back leg should drive through fast. From this position, the aim is to get the foot landing behind the centre of mass. Pull the back foot down and back as fast as possible in a thigh popping action. When the foot lands behind the centre of mass, this applies the force behind the athlete and therefore propels them forwards. Most athletes will fully extend our legs into triple point flexion, which means the full extension of the ankle, knee and hip. However, extremely strong athletes can stop before this and get into the next step. We then repeat this process for the second step, although our body will be at a slightly more vertical angle. This commences the transition from our start into our full running action. Thanks for watching. Did you learn from this video and want to find out more? Please have a look at some of our other videos and subscribe to our channel to see our future ones. To find out more information about Momentum Sports, have a look at our website and social media pages found in the description below.